And the Celtics looking dapper getting off the bus earlier. You've got to look your best coming into an opponent's building. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob Williams is a big reason the Celtics have become so tough to score on. Jason Tatum says Rob can guard anybody. You always know you got protection behind you if you get beat. He has the potential to win Defensive Player of the Year one of these days. I think that's in his future. So the Time Lord is biding his time, Kevin.
David, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Onto the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Ben Simmons is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot.
Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. White with it. Outside Tatum. Inside, out to White. 4 on the clock. A 3-pointer off the mark. And doors with Tatum and Brown. If they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving.
No good from Durant. Here's Boston now. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Simmons, rebounded by the Celtics. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
Here's Brown. Claxton knocks it away. Here's the 3. And it's Brown that time on the assist from Smart.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
Here's Durant. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. It's White on the wing. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Outside, White. There's the pass to Smart. He kicks it to Horford. Brown outside. 5 to shoot. That doesn't go either for Brown. The Nets still looking like they're getting going. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them.
Well, go ahead and get up, Kevin Durant, former MVP, punching it home.
Well, KD's still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games. For Tatum, an incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
And that one falls for Tatum. And now, Greg, that we're into the meat of the season, are you seeing any emerging trends out there?
For a few years, the trend had been guys shooting from farther and farther out. But, Kevin, I think we're seeing a return of the big man, a more concerted effort to attack the interior.
And so Tatum nails them both.
Well, you think about a team that was as heavily laden with talent as the Brooklyn Nets were when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. But obviously injuries played a part. The big trade happens. A lot of bumps in the road for a roster that looked built to contend.
Celtics leading by 5. From deep. Busted. No good that time either. And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Nets. KD against Tatum. The kick out to Irving. Shoots over White. Irving can't hit. Despite the Nets' shifting lineup scores, they're still fairly dominant.
Well, that's a credit to their organization. You have to be able to push aside the drama, shut out the noise, and when the ball is tipped, just focus on the game right in front of you.
Nets trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Puts it up from 12. Durant, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
White the pass to Brown. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Here's Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
I said, anyone want a t-shirt? Oh, yeah. I see you. Let's go.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Robert Williams is checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Tatum. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Warren finds Mills. Back to Warren. There's a good screen. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Mills following the basket by Jaylen Brown. 1:04 left in the first quarter. Here's Curry with the three. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, the quick trigger and soft touch. This is what Seth Curry is paid to do. Ready on the catch and shoot opportunity.
It's stolen by Harris. Over to the left wing. And here's Mills for three. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Brogdon. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Williams. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Warren the pass to Sharp. Boston grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Launches a three. He can't hit that time. And they recover it. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Celtics. They're up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Nets trail by 3.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
Durant is the 4, with Claxton playing the 5. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Sumner in at the point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Williams passes to Smart. Stolen away.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. It's the Nets now. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. And that one's good, Irving.
Kyrie Irving makes things look easy from range. This guy's so efficient beyond the arc.
Tatum kicks to Griffin. Pass to Brogdon. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Harris. Irving with it. Brogdon picks him up to the inside. KD's shot is off. The Celtics shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Tatum on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now, there's some thought that Jason Tatum has actually added a couple of inches to his height since he entered the league. Given that play, I believe it.
Now, here's Durant. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
And Tatum launches it from deep. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, Jason Tatum always working to expand his range. He might as well be in the next county.
Now here's Durant, and the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Here's Sumner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Irving. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, a nice shot by Tatum.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
And Kevin, some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
Celtics leading by 5. Griffin dishes to Tatum. Three-pointer. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Here's Irving. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Irving's got 5.
Well, the defense was there. It just simply didn't matter to Kyrie Irving. This guy makes a living hitting contested shots.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
Let's hear it. Make some noise. The team fight.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And here we can check out the story for Royce O'Neal.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Now Mills. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Simmons can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 6. White looking around. On the wing, Brown. Rebounded by the Nets.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Curry passes to Mills. Now Warren. Simmons, a screen on Williams. To the middle. Here's the hook. And Simmons with the nice bucket inside.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
Brown outside. The offensive rebound. Tries again. Horford, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, Boston grabs the miss. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to White. Horford with a screen on Curry. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And here's Mills. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys. And if that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
Brown the pass to Williams. Here's Pritchard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting. and this game is delivered as we've seen two top players battling mano a mano.
Not surprising to see two competitive guys who bring it every time they're on the floor. It's been a spicy duel to watch.
Yeah, and we know you like it spicy.
No, I don't. Give me some milk.
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
And for me, it's pretty simple. They've been getting bullied on the board so far. If they want to flip the script, they may need to send everyone to the glass.
100%, big fella. Where is the effort?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down to the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford at the 5 down low.
And after all the drama and wanting out, Kyrie Irving remains a net. Feels like a bit of a farewell tour, but winning can heal all, and you never know what the future may hold, especially with Kyrie.
Now here's Simmons. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Outside Irving. Shoots over White. No good from Irving. Irving's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Outside White. Tatum looking around. Kicks to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
The only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Now here's Durant. To the wing right side. O'Neal from long range. That shot no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now the pass to White. Fires for 3. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Horford against Simmons. Passes it to Durant. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Here's Claxton. Good work defensively by Horford.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Sunday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Tuesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nets trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, KD. There's the screen over Tatum. And the Nets miss again.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
White finds Tatum. Horford with the screen on KD. 5 on the clock. From deep. Simmons pulls it in.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
A nice shot by Irving. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Jason Tatum continues to emerge, guys, as one of the most elite players on both ends. We know on the offensive end, he's a dangerous 3-level scorer. He's also capable of locking you up defensively.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Sharp's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. Joe Harris is checked in for O'Neal, and Thomas subbed in for Simmons. And so Tatum nails them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Thomas passes to Sharp. On the wing, Harris. Harris setting the pick for Thomas. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
Here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
How about Jason Tatum with a little pocket pass in the pick and roll? That's nice.
Irving surveying the floor. Releases from 15. Boston grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Pritchard. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And now a 7-point Celtic lead.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Pass to Warren. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
Tatum kicks to Brogdon. Williams a screen. In the corner, it's Griffin. Pass to Pritchard. The 3. The rebound by Sharp. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 8-point game. Warren the pass to Sharp. Back to Warren. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Griffin. The pass to Brogdon. Here's Tatum.
Well, you know Joe Harris comes from one of the great defensive coaches in college basketball. He will play hard on that end.
And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And we'll be right back after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Celtics leading by 8. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is the group that Jack Vaughn has right now. They've got O'Neal. Seth Curry is out there with Mills. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. And they'll keep possession. Smart, wide open, he fires. No good from outside. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Simmons against Brown. Here's Curry. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Celtics shooting just 34% from the floor. Smart deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Here's Horford. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the 3-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Free throw drops for Al Horford. And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris' depth has been a concern.
Yes, but give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
Passes it to Brown. And there's the drive. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Here's Smart. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside, KD. Here's Simmons. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. That's now 8 points for Ben Simmons.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
O'Neal against Brown. Down low. Here's Horford. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a 3-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
And that one falls for Horford.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
And Al Horford drops them both. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim, and he helped define their interior defense.
Outside, Smart. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Brown outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
High post, KD working on Williams. Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
The first one falls.
If you are a defender guarding Kevin Durant, you have got to have great stamina, both mentally and physically. He is as well-rounded an offensive player as the game has ever seen, and boy, good night when he starts to cook.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Good on both. Endorse this Celtics team. Very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core, but the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Here's KD. A second chance effort. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with the chance to win.
Team foul. At the line, KD. At the line, 1 shot.
Free throw drops for KD. Boston leading by 7. Now here's Brown. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Horford trying to free himself up. Brown, good. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Yeah, this is the very definition of feeling it. Jaylen Brown taking smart shots and playing perfectly within the team schemes.
Durant down low. Tatum on him. And it's Durant missing. Tatum down low. Guarded by Simmons. Makes it off the glass. And now an 11-point Celtic lead.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Irving's checked in for Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Nets.
.152 left in the 4th quarter. To the inside, Claxton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Horford.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton. At the line, 2 times.
Gets the first, and that brings them to within 10. The Celtics making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Smart on the wing. Back to Tatum. Brown wide open. He fires. Second chance shot. And Horford with the lay-in. Horford's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, one thing you must appreciate about Al Horford is the way he positions himself. When shots go up, this guy is so opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Irving from long range. And the Nets miss again. The shot's good from Claxton.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Outside Tatum. He kicks to Brown. It's Brogdon on the wing. Back to Brown. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Tatum. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Sharp's checked in for Durant. Thomas comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Simmons. Here's Pritchard. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Williams. Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brogdon. Shoots the 3. Another shot. And there's the bucket as Williams finishes it off. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
So we see Boston get the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jason. Congrats on the win. It was a slow start on offense, so what got you guys going in the second half?
You know, Coach told us we didn't deserve to make any shots. You know, we were too tense. We weren't having any fun. You know, we started having a lot more fun second half. Guys were smiling and cheering, and we had some shots.
Well, it's good to know that if you smile, you make shots. I'll keep that in mind. Congrats, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.